Hey, hello. Let me do a little intro. Talk about this free 2-day training. Okay, let's. I didn't add it. Surprise. Hi. Oh, wait, I didn't finish going live here. We have a free 2-day live training I want to talk about today. It's been a long time since I've gone live. Yeah, a lot of good things to share with y'all. So while I queue up everything, go ahead and add my own intro music. Hey, I've been here. I'm gonna fill you in a moment. Got some exciting things coming up. My Facebook group joined yet? Let me hop on over and go live on Instagram real quick. Say hi to y'all over there. Hi, Facebook group. Hi, Instagram. Hi, YouTube. It has been a long time since I've gone live. And it's been a long time since I've gone live, and I have some exciting things to share with y'all. So come on in, and happy Indigenous Day. Always have to pay homage and give respect to the people of this land before other people got here, and those of us who have it in our bloodlines. I just got real warm feeling. Like a lot of us, my great grandmother was part Cherokee, and I tend to look like her. So some parts of my features with the cheekbones, and she's always in spirit around me. She very much is proud of her African and Indigenous heritage. And the story goes through my family that her grandmother was taken advantage of by a Irish man, and the resulting child wanted to get that out of her blood. So she married an African sharecropper and continuously tried to darken the lineage because of what the white man had done. My great grandmother Hannah Keith of North Carolina, looked very much 2 long braids down the side, and she was the staple of the family. So she came up in my spirit right now to say that I love her, and happy Indigenous Day to all of us who have our roots here in this country. So I just want to put that out. And I hope that you're enjoying your day off. You apply for the assistant position. Oh, happy Indigenous Day to you as well, son. No worries. I got some things to share about what we have going on. And I know I haven't been live in a long time. I did want to start saying this. I was like, I'm not going to kick the door and say this, but I don't know how many people know I'm a licensed therapist, been a licensed therapist for over 20 years, graduated from Columbia University School of Social Work, and have been all social work even as I built this business. I built this business off the premise of empowerment, giving people information. And as I noticed, my energy shifted as well as this industry. I'll do a separate video, but I do have a lot to say about, even speaking from myself, but also in the industry, how we could be using our platforms to heal. But instead, sometimes there's a lot of heaviness and people going back and forth. I'm not going to argue about an installation. I'm just going to continue to share my gifts and share the seeds I planted delayed a path for many, many people early on in my YouTube career and early on building Microlocs and Microloc Mastery. So I will no longer, well, I didn't really entertain before, but I've had somebody, one time I realized it was a back and forth going on and someone was throwing a miss like throwing around their emotions that really weren't about me, but it was about something else. And they were just going in. And I said, listen, I just got out of a session handling suicide, all these things with people. I'm an active therapist. I have a full caseload. I have about 50 clients and I run this business and I do so many other things. I'm not going to go back and forth with you about an installation methods I know work, that I've been talking about before people knew what microlocs were. I just wanted to put that out there. My energy wanted to say that, but I'll do a separate video because I do want to talk about some things about why I wanted to infuse empowering elements in community empowerment inside what we do with Microloc Mastery and Naturally Beautiful Hair Care. People don't know how I started. I was doing panels up and down Fulton Street in Brooklyn, New York. We did panels on how men accepted women's natural hair. I did panels on discussions on all these different topics about accepting and loving ourselves in our natural state. An offshoot of this was the Microloc creation and branding. I wanted to empower women who were coming in crying with broken locks, with hair, wondering like maybe the tool was impacting their hair, or they felt they just could have got a different, they needed something to address what was happening. And so I started very open about me being a social worker that started a hair business, and how I wanted to create options like microloc extension, reattachment, advanced repair when there was no option available. That is a fact. Look, I wanted to make sure I gave that to people. So I would like to keep that premise and that theme in what I do. There are many people that could benefit from having great quality skills, not just for their hair aesthetically, but for their mental health, for their confidence, and for their legacy that they may be creating as they learn these skills and create solid foundations for business as well. This business got me out of a lot of dark times, postpartum, being a single parent, and I want the continued same for other women. Okay, so I want our work and our clients to be walking around 10, 15 years later, still ranting and raving about how you were their best loctician and how you invested in your skills and did a great job. Also, if it's not you doing it as a business, you to say, man, like, I really am so glad that I got this information so I can get my best or give my daughter my best, whatever. So that's the theme. I'm having a free 2-day training coming up next Monday and Tuesday. Okay, so a lot of trauma in these streets, and I also speak to myself and I really want to table that, how it really impacted how I showed up. I think I shared when I went off YouTube for like 8 years. I felt like it was like 8 years, and I came back a nervous wreck. I was like, oh my gosh, I don't want to be on camera. People out here tried to tear me down about microlocs. I came back in, kicked the door in, and started Microloc Mastery and got us up in Black enterprise. I'm not playing about what we're doing, but it really took a lot of strength, and it really took a lot of me doing a lot of work on myself to be able to sustain in the industry where I feel like a lot of mental and emotional health is kind of unchecked. It's just like, or we're dealing with it in our clients or we're dealing with it in ourselves. So it was Mental Health Awareness Day last week. So I just wanted to put that out there because that's a big part of the shift of my energy. When I stepped away from going live, I was jumping into therapy sessions and doing more of that. And I said, I don't really want to, if someone is going to go back and forth about, some people are really wonderful, and some people can be so nasty. And you're like, what do you, and it's not just hair, I know. But that I feel like any of us who have a voice, who share valuable information, share it to the people who want it, and people who don't want it, it's okay. They're not going to get it, and they're not going to appreciate it. They're not going to value it. Some people do take it and use it, and they just won't ever share that. But if the goal is that everyone gets this information, I have to put that out there and just let it be. Right? You get the information that's been impactful and helpful for you. It's life-changing. It really, really is. It really is. Thank you for your comments. I don't know, Facebook always never shows me the comments until later. And hey, what's up? Let's hand locks on. Instagram. Thanks for your engagement on Instagram. All right. So I wanted to let y'all know a few things. We have a free 2-day training starting next Monday. Who is going to be in attendance? And don't get quiet, platforms, because behind the scenes, and this is why I want to talk to mental health and like in the industry, because it's vanity metrics and then it's behind the scenes. And y'all have been really showing a lot of interest and comments, but I noticed the difference in it. Share if you're gonna come. Show people that you are invested in getting education. Let us know, because then we go and look at who's engaged, and we like to give some prizes in your mailbox. Just because it's just about celebrating and sharing solid info. If you're going to come, it is live only, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Okay, it's Monday and Tuesday. No replays. Be there live. Last in the past, I've always been giving this information out for many years. People who may not know or care to research will see me up here before with the very first Microloc video. Okay, if you know, you know. I've been sharing this information for decades, almost 2 decades. And so I have a lot out there already. So if you catch it live, it's great. Ask your questions, stay involved. If you can't, you do have an opportunity to get that information. I'm going to show you in a moment. But let me go to something I was actually about to post. Okay, so we got no replays. There will be no live. And so October 20th to 21st, 7 p.m., you're going to learn industry-proven techniques from the founder. We're going to show you, have a whole agenda, 2-day agenda, which I'll show you in a minute. If you're in the Facebook group, the agenda has been posted. Go ahead and check it out. You can see what we are going to be breaking down. These are fundamental knowledge for anybody that's saying or claiming to be a Microloc Master, which is our trademark, by the way. If you are a Microloc Master you don't know this information or practice this information, you're going to want to know it, okay? It's definitely fundamental information I think everyone needs to know. It goes into techniques, the best techniques to start. Now, let me go switch. Hold on. You can make that. We have, go in the Facebook group, we do have a lot of people RSVP'd. I don't know if anybody knows that I'm live. If you're watching this replay, comment, because you also know that we do a special giveaway at the end of the year, but I'm doing it different this year. And I'll share with you what I'm doing different, but it's going to take your engagement. So this is a way for you to get a chance to see and learn all these fundamentals that I think are missing, or I think that people should know in order to get these top quality skills. You're not on Facebook? Okay. So if you're on the email list, then check your email. Make sure you're in the email list, and I'm going to give you a way to get the replays, okay? It's a treat I do for the Facebook group every year, but there's so many ways you can get this info, and I'm gonna tell you how to get it, okay? All right, so student work. I'm gonna have to mute that from. Give me a second, because I know that there's music playing, and I want you to see. I want you to see the quality of work students are doing as novices, as they're coming in with no prior experience. Okay, so let me figure out how to mute this right quick. The thing is, it's not letting me. Hold on. Okay, now mute. All right, hope it doesn't. I'm going to share it again, and let's see if it doesn't play the music, because I want you to take a good look at the student's work. I'm so proud of her. I don't know if you can hear me, but just the precision. learning in an online platform. I try to make it as much as real in-person instruction as possible. I'm not showing you crazy twists. We're not a grading academy. We're not a tutor and twist school. We're showing you the fundamentals of how to create micrologs that are going to match the maintenance that you will be doing for years, ideally, so that you have a flawless, seamless start with strength, precision, refinement, longevity from the very beginning. There's no ugly stage. There's no um, I can't do this and that. You absolutely can do that. You can do modified versions, but you should be able to do the basics of your hair care, hygiene, and routine, and know that the strength will be there. You hear the music? Darn. All right. Did you hear me talking? You heard the music and you heard me talking over it? Darn, that must have been annoying. I'm sorry. Did you hear? No one, I can't hear anybody else. I mean, well, listen. I'll post that on Instagram. You can go take a look at that. All right. So in order to join this free workshop, okay, thank you for your positive comments. I'm gonna put the link on the bottom. And this is how you can join the Facebook group so that you can attend this free 2-day training. Oh, okay. I see your comment, Renata. So it was probably loud then. I didn't mean to have that music playing. I'm trying to figure out how to mute it on there. But I did want to show, I love the refinement of that in a lot of students' work. And that is why we don't do rush, 1 or 2 day. And this is a 2-day training of fundamental microloc fundamentals. What you will be learning also is how to get in actual certification. Our actual certification program has requirements that are equal to the level of work you're going to be doing. So we want you to be able to show and master the technique fully. You can always nowadays anybody can just go on YouTube or find somebody showing a rotation or something. But there's all those nuances, all those intricate details, those things that you can adjust to each individual person, how to repair, how to refine, how to do the things that are going to give them the best quality for their hair type and hair texture. Okay, something is. People are asking for lessons. So, Electolocks on IG. Yes, hit me up in the inbox. We had a convo about this. I would love to talk more with you about that. And je parle français un peu, very little. You speak fluent. And we have ways to get our curriculum translated as well, but it would for in-person instruction. I think it would be awesome if you and I could finish that conversation. Okay. I think my connection just ended on Instagram. So, like I was telling y'all before, whoever missed the beginning when you tuned in, I've been paused for a moment. We're going live. Everyone's time is very limited. But when I started Natural Beautiful Hair, I already was a social worker, and so I jumped into the therapy side for many reasons. But I've been trickling it into Naturally Beautiful Hair Care, Microloc Mastery. But I'm gonna tell y'all this disclaimer. It may sound blunt, but I really tell my clients to put these boundaries up. We don't do our webinars go back and forth about techniques that came out after Microloc was introduced with these fundamental standards, right? After I was like, you know what? I want to have flexibility around tool usage, and I want to create something that has a simplified system that's going to give the best results across all hair textures, tools, and types. And so I said, let me call it Microlocs. And so then being a single mom, coming back and seeing all the different things that started to come up under that brought people back to our chairs for repair and refinement. I'm not going to ever teach people on systems, tools, or techniques that are going to be damaging or going to be detrimental for your hair locking process. If it doesn't get you our version of a high quality micro-sized lock, lock, cylindrical lock that locks beautifully over time and lasts for the longest amount of time and strengthens your hair and not damages it, then I'm not going to ever teach you that. I'm not going to teach you a method that you have to, where it's seen as less than. This is actually something very restorative, very repairing. The reason why even I didn't, well, I'll tell y'all all that, but the reason why I didn't even go a certain route and I went in and started calling Microlocs to make sure I didn't misrepresent another brand like Sister Locks was because I wanted to be able to have um, this foundation of strength, precision, and a knowledge base that can help you be critical about your accurate sizing, um, refinement, longevity, what to do to prevent problems, and also how to go in and fix and repair them, and also then extensions and reattachment. So we're going to talk about a lot of that in the group, in the free training. Come on, y'all. Okay, so my daughter is doing cool. My daughter is doing well. She is gonna be 12 in a couple of days. So got my hands busy with the middle schooler. Um, it's very, very interesting. Yeah, when like those videos, like if y'all go back when YouTube is coming, and I was pregnant with her in a lot of those videos. So yeah, it's been a long journey. And she also has lots, but she doesn't let me do it. So I don't really put her out. You know how we were when we were 11. We thought we did our own hair well. My hair was all chewed up and broken up in the middle. I had a perm, and right here where my hand is, all broke off. My hair had always been fragile, and this is interesting because as I got my hair locked, excuse me, I went in with damage from other stuff. I had edges that were like little more thin, and I had a whole bunch of issues. This will solve, get well done microlocks with the Microloc Mastery method definition of microlocks, and your hair will thrive. Thrive. My mother used to say I had I'm talking about mama, a teaspoonful of hair. Yeah, she was real nice with the compliments, but she said, "Oh, your hair." She always said my hair was thin. She always said my hair, I struggled. And as soon as I got them in, first I was going through a breakdown. I was like, "Oh my God, what is this? Oh, I look crazy." Um, and it was a round face with little, and then it just grew in all the problem areas. No more, no breaking, no ripping at the root. So when I hear people say they have that experience, I go, there's something either with the tool, the skill, or maybe something going on with the client. So it should never be detrimental. Your hair should never be falling out because you got these size locks. That is why I teach the strength part. You want to keep these. So I got them 2008. We're going into 2026, right? How many years is 2008, January 2nd to 2000, January 2nd, 2026? I believe that is 18 years of my hair. And I cut it, and I was thinking of cutting it again. 18 years. But someone who had broken edges, who had edges that were from micro braids, who had broken areas in the back when I was young, trying to do all them in the 90s, trying to with the curling iron on broken damage. All I heard was sizzle, crack, pop, crack and pop, dried out, fried out perm. And then already my hair didn't like perm anyway. It was very fragile. So I think from very early on, I just wanted to be focused on strength and how full and healthy could I get my hair, my client's hair, um, you know, just because it was a part of my experience. I didn't grow up with this hair down my back. Very, very short hair all most of my life until I started locking my hair. So my daughter's experience is having locks, hair all down her back and her face. It looks a mess. It looks like she got free form. No, but the foundation is good. And because we started with a good foundation, she's able to go long periods of time. And I got to whip her back into shape when she lets me. And then she goes back around looking like an emo or like a punk rocker. I don't know what style she has going on, but yes. So I'm gonna go ahead and join the group. I'm gonna go ahead and put that flyer back up for you, for anyone that wants to. Give me a second. Actually, let's do this. If anybody have any questions, you do get 2 free workbooks to complete. Any engagement? Any questions? Oh, I do want to say this also. I'm going to hop off of here in a minute. We are doing our holiday party different this year. So it'll be our 5th annual virtual holiday giveaway. If y'all tune in, we stream it on YouTube. It is amazing. I have so much fun. We gave away like 40, 50 prizes. But this year, if you would like that scholarship, we are picking up from people who are engaged. Maybe it's me asking y'all to be, maybe I'll just step away, act like I don't care about it. And I kind of actually see some people who tried over and over again to get into the program for various reasons, or kept, did a boot camp and kept doing things that they could afford. Well, if that's you and you're already engaged and you show that you really appreciate this info and you would like a scholarship, there's going to be a way for us to select. We'll hit you up and we'll select from you already doing that. Exercise on PDF. Share screen. So, I'm going to show you. I'll just do this one. All right, let's make that bigger. Okay, live only. Free 2-day training, 2-day virtual Microloc fundamentals training from the founder, coiner of Microloc's pioneer. Ready to learn the industry proven techniques that set true professionals apart. Join us for a free, powerful virtual training on Microloc fundamentals designed to help you master the core skills and foundation every Microloc professional, or enthusiast needs to succeed. Okay, so we look forward to seeing you there. Join in the group. I see a lot of people putting interested on the Facebook post. Just join in the group. It's already, just click in. The link it should be in the description, and we'll see you there. If you have any questions and you're watching us on the replay, look forward to you putting replay. Now I'm going to tell you really quickly some other free resources I have for you until then. Okay, where you can learn right now from me, besides those who are on YouTube and go through the YouTube gallery of all the videos I've done over the few years. There's some Easter eggs in there. If y'all willing to go way back, there's some things that I have in, like, I charge for, that I put out for you. Have to go back and you'll find it on there. And if you're not picky about high tech, because I did those videos back in with my iPhone 4, you're talking about many years ago, like 15 years ago. You're not picky about that. You got some videos on there. But you can also join us in the Facebook group down below. And that's where I'm hosting my free 2-day Microloc fundamentals training next Monday and Tuesday. You will then learn the difference, the difference in locks, lock definitions, but Microloc definition, the difference between quote unquote Microlocs, sister locks, traditional locks, from the source. I was seeing all these people making all these different definitions. We're going to tell you the real deal. And then you can also, how you can discern between what you are seeing out there, and you can go ahead and decide and make decisions based on solid information of where that is going to take you 1, 5, 10, 15 years down the line. I do talk about methods, why they aren't recommended. There's a video I had put about comb coils. I didn't realize that people were actually doing that, but oh my goodness. I'll talk about that and why other methods are not recommended. If I could queue up videos on this computer, I can show you. Otherwise, you can go to our Instagram page. I'll put that handle, Microloc.Mastery, and you can go and see how I explain some of these things. The importance of maintenance cycles. We have our locking stages. 4 Microloc started with this particular method. This is not going to always apply because we're not talking about traditional size locks. So we're talking about micro size done with a particular method, how that's going to evolve because you're dealing with it's like a different realm, you know, on a smaller scale. So a lot of intricate things become more important, like the strength, like how much hair, how strong the hair is, the pattern that's used. All that becomes much more important on a smaller scale, so we can have maximum strength. How to create strong, healthy, beautiful microlocks that last for years, lifetime, last you through. If you are a woman, you are absolutely, if you want your hair in for longer than a couple of years, you are absolutely going to have your hair ride with you through some changes. Whether you are young and you have hormonal changes and you are having children, whether you are getting up into my age range now where you're like, hormones is doing something else, where our hair tends to want to do some funky things. And then even older than me, where the hair tends to thin or get weak. If you have anything in your life stressful, if you have a divorce, if you have anything, I think you're going to want to have your hair, if you want your hair to be as strong as possible with small locks. That I think that's why it's going to be important for you if you want them to last for years. You want to make sure that anything you ride with the waves and your hair stays thriving. Okay, and also, um, yeah. Oh, it's going to be free. It's live. It's real information. People have been searching all over on YouTube for. I give it to you. I don't cut the fluff. Go right to the source. Of the information, and you don't have to it kind of cuts through a lot of confusion, and if it clicks with you, that's good. I want you to see if it clicks with you, if it makes sense. A lot of people are like, oh my goodness, that makes sense. So if you've been thinking about doing something one way, it might help give you some clarity. But you can also go and access not this, you can access our community through our Microloc Mastery app, which is on Apple and Google Play. You just type in Microloc Mastery, download it, it's free. You can get free resources. I have a whole free resource bundle on there. We have access to the Microloc directory. So we now have, so within the program, we have about almost 400 people, but not everybody certifies and not everybody's on that directory. Again, personal reasons, but it would be good though if you wanted to be on that directory and list. It kind of it gives you more. I think what do you say? How do you say it? It just gives you more eyes on you if you are on there, if you want to be listed on there, as we're appointing people from like the 9 platforms we have. Constant questions every day about who we can refer in certain areas, trained in our program. A lot of people are valuing the information coming from this program, valuing the people who are certified through this program. They're really valuing that. So they're looking for people in their area. And so you can access people right through our app. Okay, you can also get listed on there when you're in our program. You get a free offer to be listed on there. You also can get the book on the Microloc Standards available on Amazon, and it's also available at the microlocstandards.com. And so in that book, it breaks down our standards. It answer questions thousands of people have been asking about even defining what microlocs are, the best way to start them, what's the maintenance schedule. We talk about a little repair. We talk about extensions in that book. You can get that book again on Amazon, themicrolocstandards.com. And you can also, I believe you can also get it on the app. You can get it at microlocmastery.com. Okay, so yes, I love doing what I do to help people feel confident and beautiful. It is something that I wanted to just start talking about when I got on YouTube. I said, let me share some of this information. I was already an active social worker. I still am, but I believe in ethics, integrity, and education and knowledge. There's a lot of people, some people are operating and just getting money. They kind of have the desperate, the lack. So I get that you can profit and make money out of this industry, but I think also it's really important to honor the craft and honor doing great services and getting great information. It all does come back to us if we want to honor people who've been putting in the footwork. If you're putting in the footwork, you would love people to honor you as well. And so, and that investment and that care, because it all does come back. I think this is a sacred practice for our community. This is a very sacred experience for a lot of people. It was for me. Um, and so that's why, Microloc Mastery came out of Naturally Beautiful Hair Care. I want to train professionals worldwide in excellence and really capture those people who are on the same vibe. I say my people, y'all, our people. We are our people with those same goals in mind. All right. So you got the link at the bottom. I want to join you to join us. Yes, I have an app. I'm gonna play the little app commercial. You can take a look at the app. Yeah, we have an app. We have a book on Amazon. It released as the top new release in hair and beauty category when it released, and also Microloc Mastery program, the first of its kind out of the and we have been published in a few places. So a lot of firsts with our program, a lot of firsts with what I've been pushing. And I always say, this is where it's like the social worker in me is like, just continue to say the gems. The people value it, people see it, people value it, and that is all that matters, right? But if you let me know you're coming, make yourself known, you just might put that energy you get out, just might come back to you. And something we love to give things to people who really are about it, who really show that love and appreciation. I show love and appreciation to people that laid this foundation also for me. And so I would love to invite you. We have a lot of RSVPs already. Get in this group. This group has grown by like hundreds since last week. It is a private group. If you don't put your email in, it's not going to automatically let you in. I do not have time to go in and compare. So if you just answer your email, yes, you agree to the rules, yes or no. That's it. I'm not asking you to write an essay. I'm not asking you to tell me anything else. And if your email is so sacred, I want you to think about creating another email then, because it's not. I'm not asking you for your birth certificate and your social security. It is so you can stay in the know when more free trainings come up, when more opportunities come up. And a lot of people say, wait a minute, I didn't know you did that. Yes, this is how you know. Stay in the know. So if you put your email, it goes through. Use the same email that you used when you did this forum. Just put it back in the Facebook group. It'll let you in automatically. There's 200 people that are not able to get in the group, and I feel so bad. I try to go in and match the names up, but I'm like, if I can't, it's a lot. So, yep. If you're ready to learn, I'm ready to share. If you're ready to appreciate and value, I'm ready to share. Thank y'all so much. I'm going to show y'all, I'm going to show you the app stuff, and you can go in, and we're going to be doing some stuff. I'm going to be really quiet these days, and you're just going to start seeing. Because I keep sharing, like, oh, I have so much to say. Let me be quiet. I'll just say it's a good time. It's a good time to be connected if you really value, if we want to connect together on good skills. All right. So I'll go ahead and share a little about the app and the book and the course. And thank y'all so much. Bye. If you're serious about building a strong foundation in Microlocs and Microloc extensions, make sure you get your copy of the Microloc Standards. This book is designed to give you proven methods and real industry standards to create healthy, beautiful Microlocs with confidence. You'll find the link in the description. I know it's going to be an essential resource. Thought about really mastering this craft, whether for yourself, your family, or to build a thriving business, training and certification program. The first and only professional system of its kind, certified by moi, the coiner of Microlocs, and trusted by certified stylists all over the world. In this program, you'll get fully trained and certified. You'll learn the advanced techniques, the tools, and resources. Best of all, you'll join a powerful, supportive community of Microloc professionals who are making a real. Welcome to our app. Refine your skills, find a certified professional, or connect with an incredible community. You've come to the right place. This app was designed with you in mind to help you grow, learn, and succeed in the world of Microloc. Inside, you'll find free resources, exclusive training, and a chance to join a global community of Microloc Mastery certified professionals You'll have access to expert-led courses, tips, and a community that truly supports your journey. I created this app because I believe in elevating the microloc industry, empowering professionals and providing resources to ensure your success. Together, we'll make sure your skills are top-notch and your business thrives. Join me and hundreds of other passionate professionals in the Microloc Mastery community. Start your free trial and get the support, guidance, and resources that you need. If you've ever thought